Welcome to Bad News. I'm Chuck Ludwig, and there are people watching me. Scientists in Belgium have discovered a new part of the human body. I was pretty excited too until I found out it wasn't the G-spot. The anterolateral ligament is a connective part of the human knee that helps stabilize the body in motion. Not what I would have researched, still, I just don't. A brawl broke out in Franklin Mills Mall Black Friday when two couples arguing over what can only be assumed would be the finer points of 19th century poetry. The fight was going according to normal Black Friday Queensberry fisticuff rules. First the men start fighting, then the moms toss the strollers, they get tagged in. It's a beautiful holiday tradition. All was well and good until one of the combatants pulls out a taser and don't tase a fool. It makes me sick. I'm a Law and Order kind of guy. You don't take a taser to a 90-inch television fight. And if you do, you leave the kids at home. But the most brutal shopping shenanigans in the country would have to go to the Walmart shopper in Virginia who drew a handgun in a dispute over a parking space and was repaid by getting stabbed in the arm. The altercation truly embodies the state's slogan, Virginia, it's for psychos. A new book by amateur historian Adam Ardrey claims that King Arthur is real, but he wasn't British. According to Ardrey, Arthur was Scottish, and Camelot wasn't so much a castle as it was a swampy marsh. He went on to say that Excalibur was a pool noodle, Merlin smoked bath salts, and Guinevere was a dirty whore. Now it's time for a very special new segment, This Week in History. In 1885, the first Dr. Pepper was sold at a drugstore in Waco, Texas. Of course, the validity of Pepper's PhD has always been suspect, as many still claim he stole the distinctive Dr. Pepper flavor from bitter rival Dr. Scholl's. In 1935, American screenwriter, director, and comedian Woody Allen was born. 1935, does that make him 78 years old? Yeah, that's old enough to be your grandfather, or husband, or both. This week in 1991, Pan Am Airlines went out of business, bankrupt, ceased operations. On the bright side, it did last 163 times longer than Pan Am, the television show. In 1969, the foreknown ARPANET network was established, a forebearer to today's internet. Back then, computers consumed entire rooms, and it would take over a month to send a single dick pic. In 1960, original Beatles Paul McCartney and Pete Best are arrested and later deported from Hamburg, Germany after accusations of attempted arson. Best later said that was the second worst thing that happened to him. In 1963, Instant Replay makes its debut in an Army-Navy football game. Let's see that again. In 1963, Instant Replay makes its debut in an Army-Navy football game. Let's see that again. That's it for this week in history, and that's it for the show. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button. It would help us out tremendously. Also, be sure to share this episode with your friends, family, and that really lonely coworker. If you aren't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button. Click here to watch last week's episode. Have a great week.